Hello, and welcome to the September 14th, 2020 edition of Rant-Om Thoughts. This weekend saw the 19th anniversary of 9/11, so thought I should get into that. I do not believe I've never subscribed to. I've never even entertained the half-baked theories of the so-called 9/11 truth movement. It was not an inside job. It was not a Masonic plot or a Zionist conspiracy, and I'm confident that shape-shifting lizard people were not involved. The terrorists attacked us. Moreover, they attacked us because of almost a century now of an idiotic, schizophrenic Mideast policy dating back as far as the Woodrow Wilson presidency. That far. And the theories of the 9/11 truth movement, it distracts from the real conversation we should be having. That we should have had during the opening days of the War on Terror, what we should have had during the Iraq War. It's a conversation we should still be having today. Unfortunately, we aren't, because you have these neckbeards, these basement-dwelling mama's boy neckbeards, screaming about Tower 7. But the real conversation we should be having is about interventionism and about what Ron Paul called blowback, which are the consequences, the unintended consequences of what happens when we enter into entangling alliances with countries whose governments think that America is just this big farm that grows soldiers to fight their wars for them, and the consequences of what happens when we meddle in the internal affairs of other countries. They don't hate us because we are wealthy. They don't hate us because of our freedoms. They hate us because we are over there. That's the real discussion that we should be having. And in a non-interventionist foreign policy, armed neutrality, it won't weaken America's defense. It'll actually strengthen it. You see, liberal interventionists of the Obama, Clinton, Biden mold, they want to spread America's forces thinly across the globe, in service of a Brussels-led New World Order. Neocons, they want to keep America bogged down in the Middle East Forever War. on behalf of Saudi Arabia and Israel. Yeah, I know that's going to get me some angry comments there. And from Israel, both of whose governments think America is just this giant farm that grows soldiers to fight their wars for them. Either way, America would be left more vulnerable to foreign aggressors, as well as domestic terror, as we are seeing with the communist-led street violence taking place in our larger cities. Armed neutrality. With armed neutrality, though, our soldiers will actually be here protecting America, not doing the heavy lifting for some spoiled Saudi princeling or walking adequately or walking inadequately equipped into a dangerous situation like Somalia during the Clinton administration. Our soldiers would actually be here protecting us. And there would still be a muscular two-ocean navy. There would still be a missile defense. We could even still have the Space Force. But there would be no more meddling in other countries' civil wars. No more invading countries to make Dick Cheney and his oil cronies richer and fatter. No more humanitarian quote unquote interventions where we're replacing one dictator with another. We've been doing this for almost 100 years now, and has it really made the world better? No. So a non-interventionist foreign policy, it would make America stronger. It would make America freer, because there is an obvious link between interventionism in the Middle East and lost liberty at home. And that's because America cannot be an empire abroad and a republic at home, as Pat Buchanan would put it. It would be a foreign policy of peace and freedom and honest friendship with all countries, but no more entangling alliances. No more permanent military alliances with where we're obligated to come to some country's aid and fight their war for them, but they're not obligated to help us. All right, now on to the next topic. Dune. The trailer dropped. It looks fantastic. I am really crossing my fingers so I won't hold my breath for it that the theaters will reopen without any of the BS restrictions, because I would really love to see this on IMAX. Now, just to clear up any misconception, it's not a remake of what David Lynch did. It's a different adaptation of the novel. And from what little I've seen from the trailer, looks like they're doing more stuff with Duncan, Idaho, which is great. Without spoiling too much of the entire saga, including what Brian Herbert and Kevin Anderson added to it, I think that's a very good thing, because Duncan, Idaho is very, very integral to the whole saga. Not only that, it's really interesting to see Jason Momoa try to play him as this larger than life swashbuckler. It's going to be really interesting to see. I'm going to leave a link to the trailer in the description below, as well as a comparison, as well as scene comparisons to the Lynch work and the 2000 miniseries that Sci-Fi Channel did, which the Sci-Fi Channel miniseries was okay, but it didn't have the same wow factor that Lynch's production did. And I'm also going to leave some links below to. I'm also going to leave a link below to Quinn's Ideas channel. This guy does his homework on Dune. You know, I thought I was the biggest Dune fan in the world till I started watching his videos. Now he's my go-to guy for all things Dune. And I very highly recommend you subscribe to it if you're a science fiction guy. He also does a lot of commentary on George R.R. Martin's Fire and Ice saga, as well as Asimov's Foundation series. It's worth giving it a look. Also, I'll leave down links to Dominic Noble's Lost in Adaptation vids on the two previous Dune adaptations. But I'm excited for it. Can't wait to see it. Hopefully it'll be on IMAX. If not, that's okay. I'll just wait for it to get on some streaming service or on DVD. Well, that's going to be it for this week. We'll see you next week. Can't wait to see what exciting stuff pops up between now and when I get around to shooting another one. Think while it's still legal. Vote gold. Reopen America. And long live the fighters.